Hey guys, welcome to Fitness with Soyre. I'm Soyre, and it's been a minute since we did this, so bear with me if I stumble my words or I just take a minute to remember how to do this. But today we're going over just a real simple workout. We're going over some few stretches. We'll go over some few exercises, and we'll do a cool down. Throughout all of this, remember to hydrate yourself. Remember take deep breaths and breathe in between, so you're not going to get lightheaded, pass out, or injure yourself. And also remember throughout all of this, it's always better to do too little than too much. Because if you do too much, you end up hurting yourself. If you do too little, you might not get a full workout, but at least you're not going to get injured. So try to find the happy medium. If you can't, it's all right. That happens. Just like I said, it's better to do too little than too much. And remember to breathe throughout all of this. So before you get into your actual exercises, of course you want to stretch and you want to warm up. So we're going to start with some arm circles. For those, you just stick your arms out, or you can, just stick your arms out, and you go do circles like this. Now you can go forward, rotate them forward, or you can rotate them backwards. Either or, it's up to you, it's preference. Or if you want to go forward for about 10 seconds or so, just keep going forward right now. And then you want to go backwards, you can't do, that also works. And this, just keep doing this. You can go one way for 10 seconds, another way for 10 seconds, so like forward for 10, and then backwards for 10. If you want to do 15, 20, you can. If you want to do 25, 30, you can also do that. Just adjust accordingly to your fitness level. But once you do that, we're going to do arm pulls. And this is just, you're going to hold your hand however you want to. Just go hold one hand, put it behind your back. You can go stretch, pull your arm down to one side behind your head. And once again, you want to hold these for however long, 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then once you do one side, of course, you want to do the other. So that way you're evenly stretching out your body. And once again, 10, 15, 20 seconds, however long you want. These are more, what we're doing right now is more static stretches. These are more static stretches. That means you're more just in place. You're not moving around too much. But we're also going to do side-to-side lunges right now. And that's just where you're going to lunge to one side. If you want to keep, of course you want to keep your torso up. So don't like hunch over like this. Try to keep your torso up and you're lunging as far as you can. If you want to rest your hands on your thigh, you can do that too. But you're just going to lunge. And if you want to look in the direction, you can. If you want to stay up and facing out like this, you also can do that too. And once again, you're going to find wherever the spot's good for you and hold it for 10, 15, 20 seconds longer if you prefer. But once you do one side, you want to do the other. So I just did my right side, now I want to do my left side. Let me get my footing right. There we go. And now you just go lunge. Remember to keep your torso up. Keep breathing when you're doing it. So breathe in. And then breathe out. So next we're just going to do butterflies. Those are more on the ground. So you're going to sit down. In butterflies, you're putting your feet together. You're going to hold your feet together. And then your elbows are touching matching knees. Pushing them as far to the ground as they can go. And you're bringing your feet as close to you as possible. And you're just going to hold that. For this one, there's no switching side really. Because you're kind of just stationary. So you just want to, instead of holding it for 10 seconds, for example, if you want to hold it for double, it's like 20 if you normally hold it for 10. If you normally hold it for 20, you want to hold it for 40, you can do that too. Or of course, you can just do 10, 20, 30, however long you want. But that's all the stretches I'm going to show you right now. We're going to go to our exercises now. But if you want to keep warming up, you can do some other stretches you already know. So the first exercise we're going to do is called the Inchworm. And this you're going to, basically you're going to bend over and touch the ground. You're going to walk forward and you're going to walk back to your resting spot. And you're just going to rinse and repeat that. So I'm touching the ground. I'm walking forward. Now I'm walking backwards. And you're just going to, like I said, rinse and repeat that. So going back down. You're walking forward. And you want to try to keep your back legs as straight as possible. If you notice, I'm bending my knees a bit. I'm not that flexible in my legs. So like right here, I have to bend my knees a tad bit. And that's like, once again, that is fine. Just adjust to your fitness level. And if you want to do walk back and forth, so back and forth, that'll be 1, that'll be 2. If you want to do 5, 10, 15 of these, that works. Or if you just want to do 30 seconds, see how many you can get, that also works too. So next we're doing leg lifts to lunge. And basically you're just going to lift the leg, and then you're going to lunge forward. Hold on. You're lifting the leg, then you're lunging forward. And then you're doing the same thing. If you want to hold them, you can. Or if you just want to, well, no, preferably hold them. Now, if you notice my back leg, the one I'm not lunging forward with, I am moving it when I plant my front leg back down. That's just because that's more comfortable for me. Remember, breathe while you're doing this stuff, so breathe in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. And then breathe out. And like I said, you're just going to keep rinsing and repeating. Hold on. So you're just going to do, if you want to do 5 on one side, make sure you do 5 on the other. Just do an even amount on both. Next we're going to do calf raises. And for this one, if you have a set of stairs, if you're more advanced, you can be on the edge of the stairs and do them. But if you're a beginner, which I'm going to show you guys, you're just going to do flat on the ground. Remember, take a breathing break in between those, so breathe in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Alright, so we're getting to the calf raises. And I'm going to show you on the side. I think this camera is the one that's going to be showing you. And so you're going to get your foot as just flat-footed, and you're going on your toes, going back down. Don't let your heels touch the ground. Up, and then back down. Like I said, if you have a set of stairs or like a little ledge, you can do this on the corner of, and you're more advanced, you're more accustomed to this, more seasoned, you can do that on the edge. But if you're a beginner, just keep doing this. So you're getting on the tips of your toes, going back down as close to the ground as possible without touching the ground, and then going back up. Remember to breathe, of course. And once again, for these, you can do 10 up and downs, 15 up and downs, or you can do a time interval, which can be like anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, longer if you want, of course. And you just gotta keep doing it. But next, we're going to do an exercise that we weren't sure the name of, so me and Justin came up with the name of Crablegs. So you're going to get on the ground, and you're going to act like you're about to walk like a crab whale. But instead of actually moving, you're just kind of stationary, and you're doing leg lifts like this. So you're lifting one leg up, and you're putting it back down. If you want to do time intervals for these ones, you can. If you want to do 5 leg lifts, 5 on the left, 5 on the right, of course, once again, you can do that. Working out is all preference, really. Just remember, it's better to do too little than too much, so you don't injure yourself. Now we're going to, that was 1 set completed, so congratulations. Take a breathing break, breathe in, and then breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. That was 1 set completed. A set's where you start with your first exercise and you work your way down to your last exercise. So for us, our first was the Inchworm, and we worked all the way down to Crablegs. If you want to do multiple sets, you start back with the Inchworm, keep working your way back down. Now next, we're going to do our cooldown, and basically a cooldown can be the stretches you started with or anything that actually helps your body cool down. You don't want to go from piping hot to doing nothing. That's how your muscles get stiff. that's how you end up injuring yourself. So for cooldowns, like I said, you can do the stretches you started with, how we did arm circles. If you want to start doing those, that works too. So we'll just do those for a few seconds. And then go the opposite way, just like how we were warming up. Now you don't have to do the stretches that we did to warm up with. If you want to do more dynamic stretches, and for example, that would be like, yeah, I'm still on camera. That would be like a soldier kick. And then you walk some. They're dynamic, that means you're moving a bit more, you're not more stationary. So you're walking, you're starting at point A, you're walking to point B. Preferably you have a little bit more room. I'm just trying to stay on frame. So if you want to walk from one point in the room to the other point, that works too. And like I said, that's dynamic. You're moving a bit more. So if you want to start with dynamic stretches and move static, which I kind of did in reverse there, that works because dynamic, like I said, you're moving more and you're going from piping hot to moving a little bit less, a little bit more though, than just static stretches. So you start with dynamic, it goes static, where you're not moving at all, but you're still stretching. So like arm pull, this is considered a static stretch. And remember, breathe while you're doing this because you're just trying to get your body back to its resting condition. That heart rate back to normal, your breathing rate back to normal. And of course, remember to hydrate yourself. But if you want to do more stretches, you can. I just showed you a few example ones to cool down with. And once again, you use the ones we started with, the ones you know in the past, ones that other people have shown you, whatever works. But I think that's all I actually have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me at Patch 21 in Spencer, West Virginia. I'm Sawyer. I hope to see you guys next time.